puts a smile on your face. There's an event that's going on that is going to have you laughing out loud. Those good guttural laughs, right?
Yeah. Heron Entertainment is bringing some of the funniest comedians to breweries across America, and we've got a Summer of Fun deal that's going to get you 50% off tickets. Here to tell us more about the Brewery Comedy Tour are comedians James Myers and Cody Woods. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So what is this all about? You combine breweries with comedy?
Absolutely, yeah. We tour, drink free beer, and do jokes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a hard job.
That's a pretty tough gig. Yeah, how do you
got us
get
up pretty early. We're a little hungover. This is way earlier than we typically.
It is pretty early wake-up call for you guys. So James, you're from New York.
That's
Cody,
right.
you're from LA?
That's right.
Okay, so what brought you all together for this tour? I mean, and where all do you go?
We auditioned at a club the same night, so we met each other a couple of years ago. We liked each other's act, and then we became friends, and then I started this brewery thing, brought him on board, and we've been doing it, what, 6 months now?
6 months, yeah, touring. We have about 400 venues.
I think somewhere roughly around 400 breweries nationwide. There's 6,000 breweries in this country.
Wow.
We've got 400 on board so far. So yeah, if you
You've got a lot
know
to
a
go.
brewery,
Yeah.
you want to have us come through, definitely get in touch with Heron.
We'll probably make it to about 256 before we have to.
Yeah, we might not survive much longer.
Well, I have a question. Like,
Sure.
you've done comedy before in just places not breweries,
Clubs,
right?
mostly, yeah.
What makes this different?
Well, it's actually a less pricier option than the clubs, to be honest with you. So, you know, there's less of a, 2-drink minimum and whatnot, and there's just less stipulations. We can do a longer show.
Can you? Okay.
Because there's no second show. So,
Oh, got it.
yeah, they're actually really fun. And then plus it's craft beer as opposed to...
And we're going places where a lot of these breweries are in small towns, like rural areas where, it might be 2 hours to the nearest comedy club, and they haven't seen a stand-up show in years, and nobody else is doing this in stand-up. Coming to Kiln, Mississippi. Is anybody else going there? No.
Right?
No,
That's
never
really
heard that.
interesting.
So you do this comedy act together, the two of you, right?
Not on the stage at the same time.
Okay, so
No.
okay, so what? Tell us a little bit about each of your acts then.
Ooh.
What style?
Well, I'd say I'm pretty personal and observational. I don't think we actually have a specific style. I mean, we can pretty much nail every topic, especially this guy.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Staying up on your current events.
We're having
huh?
okay, if you want to ask about our act, let me put it this way. We had a tough time figuring out what we were going to say on the morning local news.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's more of a rated R show.
It is a rated R show.
Oh, I
So
see
you
where
gotta-
they're going with
You
that.
got to dial it back
Yeah,
a
it
little
is
bit
a
for
rated
the
R show.
morning shows.
So yeah, if you want to come out, do make sure to
Yeah, be
pause
ready.
the being offended.
Have the thick skin ready. Usually the craft beer usually
it
helps
kinda-
a little.
yeah.
Get a 10%er. The feelings go away.
Right? Okay. So what's your next stop? How long are you guys here?
We got one more show in the Colorado area at the Left Hand Brewery.
Okay.
That's going to be
Wednesday night.
on Wednesday night. And
It's a huge brewery too.
very
yeah,
big.
really exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the big difference between your audiences in this kind of a comedy tour as opposed to the traditional ones?
Well, we're just kind of setting up the show there. Like, there's not usually a stage at a brewery, so we're kind of putting it in the corner. We bring a spotlight, we bring our own sound, and so the people are just sitting right there in the brewery. They're just a lot more comfortable, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The laughs come pretty easy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what? Tell us about Denver. Do you guys like this stop?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah?
love it.
Do
There's
you?
things that are legal here that aren't necessarily legal everywhere else.
Perhaps maybe you can't get a hold of.
I may or may not have forgotten this when we had to take a trip to Kansas. Allegedly, I may have had to consume a lot of products on a pullover.
Before you cross the
Allegedly.
line.
We actually had to tell a joke to get out of the situation.
Did the officer have a good sense of humor?
He did.
He was
Okay.
awesome.
He asked me, "Is like, all right, well, we'll ignore this if you tell us a joke." And I said, "Okay, well, where's the best place to bury a body?"
Oh, wow.
And he said, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, look, if you're not going to help me out, I can't tell you this joke." And then he laughed. So I was like, "Okay, cool, that actually works." So
Every word of that's true, by the way.
That's completely
that
true.
And
actually
you're
happened.
going where next?
not true. actually.
Montana.
Not true.
Montana. Okay.
Oh, it's not true.
Be careful as you cross those state lines.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I did
Yes.
want to ask you about this. You guys have, this is the only state I've ever seen, you've got the signs that say DUI enforcement is on.
Yeah.
You guys like,
Yeah.
The
you guys,
enforcement
like,
is on.
do you guys turn that off at all? Like, is it ever just, oh, it's a party on I-70 East.
On all the
Spring
time.
break.
Right.
Is that the thing?
Party on.
Look, they're
Party
using,
on.
they're using us for content. It's